by Antonio Colina for Davao City presidential spokesman Harry Roque said the government will closely coordinate with the people of Marawi City in planning the rehabilitation of the destroyed areas in Marawi, and the rebuilding will all be in line with their religious faith. In a media briefing Monday at the presidential guest house, Roque said this was the commitment made by retired General Eduardo del Rosario, now chairman of the Housing and Urban Development and Coordinating Council, who leads the task force Bangan Marawi, for the recovery, reconstruction and rehabilitation of the city. Last October 27, Malacanang issued Administrative Order, AO, No. 9, amending AO No. 3, which created the Interagency Task Force. Roque said the government will turn over the first 500 temporary shelters to the displaced Marawi residents by mid-December, in addition to 500 nipa huts donated by non-government organizations. Under the reconstruction plan, he said, they are going to flatten the most affected area. They will widen infrastructure, 4-lane roads, promenade. It is going to be a major tourist destination, he said. At least 55 of the city's 96 barangays were affected by armed clashes between government forces and Islamic State, inspired mob group that lasted nearly 5 months. Roque said residents who have land titles will be allowed to rebuild, while those without titles will have to wait until Armed Forces of the Philippines determines how much land they require, since most of the affected area is covered by a military reservation. President Gov't has asked the military and the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, DENR, to hasten the surveying of the area. The President has ordered the AFP to finalize how much land they would require so the excess land can be given to the residents of Marawi, he said. Roque added the residents will have to apply for their land titles. He said residents who can prove that portions of the area are within their ancestral domain can apply for Certificate of Ancestral Domain Title, CADT, as provided for in the Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act. So, that's the status. If you have a land title, you will have to wait until structures have been flattened. Then you can return to your place, and if part of your property was taken for the expanded road, you will be paid just compensation, he said. The Battle of Marawi started last May 23 after the IS-inspired mob group attacked the city. President Gov't declared martial law in Mindanao initially up to July 22 but extended later to December 31. Congress approved the proclamation. Last October 16, after nearly 5 months of combat operations, the military killed Abu Sayyaf group leader Isnilin Hapilon, the emir of the ISIS in Southeast Asia, along with Omar Mott. Tags, government to coordinate closely with Marawi folk in its rehabilitation, Harry Roque, Manila Bulletin, Marawi City, rebuilding, rehabilitation.